welcome to this lecture room. We are going to focus our class today on polynomials. What is polynomial? Polynomial is defined as the separate terms of variables that are added together with a constant. In other words, those variables must have a positive powers. Now, we are going to look at what are these terms that can be regarded to as polynomial and those ones that cannot be regarded to as polynomial. As well, in this class, we'll be looking at arrangement of polynomials in ascending and descending order. So we'll also look at the terms of polynomial, their addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication, to name a few. We are going to be looking at the type of polynomial right away now, and those terms that cannot be regarded as polynomial. For instance, if you have a term written this way, 3x squared minus 2. This is a very good example of polynomial. If you have x plus 2, x minus 3, both in bracket, the expansion of these will eventually become what we regard as polynomial as well. This set of information, as well as many other information, such as you can have x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x plus 4, is also a good example of polynomials. Now, there are some terms that cannot be referred to as polynomial. I'm going to show you a few of them right now. The terms are as follows. If you have a term like 1 over 2x plus 3, this is not polynomial. It's not a polynomial. If you have another term, can as well be in form of a log x plus 1. It is not polynomial. This is logarithms function of a logarithms. If you have a term that gives you in this way 3 raised by x plus 2, this is also not a polynomial. Those terms, you can see they are added to one another here. They are added or separated from one another. We call it addition of terms, different terms that has positive powers. If you have a term like 3x raised by minus 2 plus 3 plus x raised by minus 5, it is also not a polynomial, because those terms, they are not having this term here, they are not having a positive power for them. Now, after we have looked at this, let's now look at the ascending and descending order of arrangement of polynomial terms stated. Looking at the degree of this term that we have here, the first term and the second term. If you look at the first term very well, this is starting, the highest power we have here is 4. So we call it fourth degree polynomial. If you look at the second term we have here, this other term here, you can see that the highest power we have here is 3. We call it the cubic polynomial, or you can say it is also third order degree or third degree polynomial. Now, in that regard, we've been able to see the type of polynomial we have, the degree order of them. Then let's look at the addition and subtraction of polynomial. We have addition, subtraction of polynomial. We are also going to as well look at the multiplication and division of polynomial. Stay tuned. We have a question A on addition and subtraction of polynomial. The first question says that we should find the addition of A1 with that of A3, and the second question, we have it right here. We have to add 2A2 minus 3A1 as well. So also we are also asked to give the order of the answer that we get as well. Now, how are we going to solve this question is this. Number one question, we are going to add the terms that we are given. The terms we are provided with is A1, that is x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1. We are asked to add it with 5x plus 2, which, adding this term together, we are going to open this bracket up now. We're going to have x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1 plus 5x plus 2. The next thing we will do here is to collect the like terms. Bring those terms that look alike together. We're having x cubed. Do you have any other x cubed? No other terms that is x cubed here. So that is okay there. Minus 3x squared. No other terms that is also x squared. Plus 4x. Is there any other term that is x? That is 5x plus 5x minus 1. This is a constant, and this is another constant, plus 2. We have collected the like terms like this. Then we now do the addition together. We're having x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 5x plus 9x plus 1. Minus 1 plus 2 is plus 1. So this is the answer to the question given to us. That is the addition of A1 plus A3. Now, we are asked to also provide the order of the degree of the polynomial. The degree of this polynomial is cubic degree. Or cubic order. That is the degree of this polynomial, because the highest power we have here is 3. The second question. For the second question, we are asked to find the value of 2a2 minus 3a1. Now, so we are going to have these two multiplied by all the value of a2. That is 2x cubed plus 5x minus 2. Then we are going to also have, let's say, minus 3 into bracket. A1 is given to be x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1. Now, what we do is this. Let's do the multiplication of these two with all the terms here. 2 multiplied by 4x cubed plus 10x minus 4. We are through with this side now. So we move minus 3. Now we now use this minus 3 value to multiply each of this term here. Minus 3 times x cubed. That's minus 3x cubed. Minus 3 times minus 3x squared. That will be what? Minus plus 9x squared. Minus times minus is plus. Minus 3 times plus 4x. That is minus 12x. Minus 3 times minus 1. That's plus 3. So we are going to add the terms. Bring it together. We are going to have 4x cubed. By collecting the like terms now. 4x cubed minus 3x cubed. We are through with this x cubed. What is the next term? That is in the order of descending. That's plus 9x squared. No other term that has x squared. So we move to the value with x now. Plus 10x minus 12x. We are through with the x value. Then we are having the constant there, which is minus 4 plus 3. Minus 4 plus 3. So we are having 4x cubed minus 3x cubed. That will be 1x cubed. We write it as x cubed plus 9x squared. That is the only single term we have for x squared. Plus 10x minus 12x. That will be minus 2x. Then minus 4 plus 3. That will be minus 1. Now, the degree of this polynomial we have here is cubic degree or cubic order of a polynomial. So we have this multiplication question here on this polynomial. I'll rewrite this question again here. Now, for me to now do the multiplication, the normal expansion we normally do for our opening up of bracket, that's what we're going to do here. By using this first term to multiply all the term here, use the second term to multiply everything, and the third term as well to multiply all the terms here. bring the information out, correct the like terms, and find the answer. So I'm going to use this one first now. That will be x raised to the power of 4 plus x raised to the power of 3, x squared times 2x, that's plus 2x squared. I've used this to multiply everything. I come here, that's plus 2x times x squared, that's plus 2x raised to the power of 3, plus 2x times x, that's plus 2x squared, plus 2x times plus 2, that's plus 4x. I've used this 2x also to multiply everything. I come to minus 3. Minus 3 times x squared minus 3x squared. Minus 3 times s, that's minus 3x. Minus 3 times plus 2, that's minus 6. So the next thing I'll do here is to collect the like terms. Those terms that look alike, I bring them together. Now, I have x raised to the power of 4. That is the only term that is for x raised to the power of 4. Then we have plus x raised to the power of 3. Which other term has x raised to the power of 3? That's plus 2x raised to the power of 3. Any other term for x raised to the power of 3? No other term for x raised to the power of 3. Then the next one is plus 2x raised to the power of 2. Plus 2x raised to the power of 2, this is the first term here. The second term plus 2x raised to the power of 2 again. Then we also have x raised to the power of 2, which is minus 3x raised to the power of 2. So what are the terms we have next after that? Then the x term now. That is plus 4x plus 4x. Then we have another term of x here, that's minus 3x. Minus 3x. Then the only term that we have that is constant is minus 6. Minus 6. So we try to find the answer right away now. So we are going to have x raised to the power of 4. That is the only term we have for x raised to the power of 4. Plus x raised to the power of 3 plus 2x raised to the power of, that's plus 3x raised to the power of 3. Plus 2x raised to the power of 2 plus 2x raised to the power of 2. That is plus 4x raised to the power of 2 minus 3x raised to the power of 2. That will be plus x raised to the power of 2. Because when you have 4 minus 3, that is 1. Then plus 4x minus 3x, that's plus x minus 6. This is the answer to the question given to us here. Then we are also asked to find the degree of this polynomial. The degree is the highest power that we have here. The degree of this polynomial is definitely going to be 4th degree, as we have it here. Question A is also on the multiplication of a polynomial. We are asked to find the coefficient of x squared and that of the coefficient of x cubed. Now, for us to find the coefficient of x squared and x cubed in this question, we have to just concentrate our multiplication on those values that will give us this coefficient, because most of this kind of a question come out in a kind of exam that we are going to have a limited time in order to provide the answer. That is why this question normally comes out this way like that. So for us to get it, we need to work in that order. So let's have the question right now. I have the question to be x squared plus 2x minus 1. I'm having x squared minus x plus 3. So now, if I want to do the multiplication right away now, if I multiply this by this, that will give me x raised to the power of 4. I do not need to do any multiplication in that order like that. Let me quickly go to where I am interested in. Okay, this multiplied by this x raised to the power of 4. Multiplied by this, that will give me x squared times x, that will be what? Minus x raised to the power of 3. I write that term out. Then this one too, that will be what? This as well. This will give me this one, there's x squared times plus 3. That is plus 3x squared. I've been able to get these two terms for this one now. I move here. 2x multiplied by x squared. That will be 2x raised to the power of 3. That's plus 2x times minus x. That will be minus 2x squared, which is also part of the terms we are as well looking for. Minus 2x squared plus 2x times 3. That's going to be plus 6x. We are not looking for that term. That is not part of the question that we are asked to find. So we don't need to write anything about that. I come to this one. 1 times minus 1 times x squared. That will give me minus x squared. Minus x squared. Minus 1 times x, that will be minus x, which is not part of what I'm asked to find. Minus 1 times plus 3, that is also minus 3. That is a constant. It's not part of the terms I am asked to find. So I'm going to now write out this information out. Those ones that have the x raised to the power of 3, I'll write them out separately. And those ones that have the x squared, I also write them out separately. Now, let me write them out. I'm going to have plus 2x raised to the power of 3. Which other term has x minus x raised to the power of 3? That is the two terms that has x raised to the power of 3. I've written them out. I'm also having minus 2x raised to the power of 2 minus x raised to the power of 2. That's the second one. Then plus 3x raised to the power of 2. So I'm having here now plus 2x raised to the power of 3 minus x raised to the power of 3. That will be equal to plus x raised to the power of 3. It should be plus 1 x raised to the power of 3. But we all know that there's a coefficient here which is plus 1. Now, minus 2x raised to the power of 2 minus x raised to the power of 2, that will be minus 3x raised to the power of 2 plus 3x raised to the power of 2. That will be equal to 0. We are having the answer to be plus x raised to the power of 3, then 0. We have a plus 0 as well. So in this case now, the coefficient of x raised to the power of 2 here is 0, while the coefficient of x raised to the power of 3 is 1. Coefficient of x raised to the power of 3 is 1, while the coefficient of x raised to the power of 2 is 0. So we are having the answer to be plus 1 and 0. Thanks for taking part of this class. Do subscribe to our channel to have access to all our questions. Thanks and God bless.